Good morning, good morning, good morning. Feeling a little bit under the weather today, but we still gonna get some work done, man. We're gonna work on the CRX today. So today what I wanna do is actually do a little bit of sanding on the backside underneath the trunk. Sand that down, maybe primer it, but just do a little bit of body work today. This is the section that I'm talking about that I want to go ahead and try to sand whatever I can, try to get rid of whatever rust or flaky paint that I can, like you see there. So this is what I'm going to mess with today. So I gotta open up the container and grab the tools. But before I do that, I want to rearrange one little thing. I'm not going to record it, but I do want to put my toolbox over there and lift up these two shelves higher up so that my toolbox could actually sit over there. And then I can move this shelf a little that way so that I have more space back here on the back side for a workbench and the sandblaster that I will be getting soon. And just like that, what I wanted to get done got done. I moved the shelves up some more. I moved the helmets. Obviously, moved the toolbox. Brought the K over here from one of my sheds. Brought the trans from the shed, and now I just have to bring the welder. And for right now, it's gonna sit there. I went ahead and grabbed a couple different tools of what I may or may not need. We got sanding discs. I have this wheel. I'm not sure what it's exactly made out of, but it's to take paint and rust off. Got that wire wheel. Obviously the mask. Got the grinder there. Got this thin belt sander, and obviously this DA sander. So these are no longer necessary, and whatever's left on it, I'll take the wheel and obviously wire it off. Looks like I got some rust up there, so we're gonna have to obviously tend to that. Spray some of that well, first I'm gonna wire with the hell out of it, and then I'm gonna spray some of that rust neutralizer that you guys see me use in the past. So for a second there, I completely forgot that I was recording. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just going and going and going. Obviously, you guys aren't going to see that. I'm going to cut it, but yeah, I forgot that I was recording. So as I hit it with the wire wheel, that's when more little holes start popping up. Let me get out the way so that it can focus. So there's one nice little hole that obviously I need to work on. There's a couple minor little holes here. That'll be easy to tack. This, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, this little area. If I'm gonna just tack it and just try to grind it and clean it up, or if I'm gonna leave it as is and spray the neutralizer on it and whatnot and continue on. But I'm gonna just keep going using this little grinding wheel. This grinding wheel is freaking a beast. Did some more here. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna keep doing what I can. Another little hole popped up. I started cleaning up all this little area here that was kind of nasty. Obviously under here, we still have to do the inside where the wheel well is. I'm sorry, not the wheel well. Where the spare tire sits, we still have to do that whole thing. So that's why this and this are not lining up. But we'll get to that. I'm going to try to switch now over to the little DA just to try to get bigger surface area. Yo, this thing is a monster. This thing is a monster. Man, that is smooth like a baby's bottom, man. Smooth like a baby's bottom. Still got a lot to go. Obviously, I'm not going to cover the whole thing all today, so there may be another part 2, or you know, whatever the case is. But little progress, man. That makes me happy. As small as of progress as this is, it makes me very happy. I'm gonna try my best to get in these crevices with the DA, but I know that at some point it's gonna have to be by hand, which, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. The DA is doing a damn good job, man. Let me scoot back a little so you guys can see. It's doing a really good job, man, to getting all of this smoothed the hell out. Like, you know, here I'm gonna have to go by hand. I can feel that it's rough. I did some over here as well. Try to get, you know, up to this edge, this whole line kind of thing. So going good, man. It's going good. And again, I'm just using the DA. This one was actually 150. I had a 150 sitting around, so I ended up just using it. But now I'm gonna go back to the 220s. I'm gonna go ahead and give the thin belt sander a try to see if I can get into that little crevice there. A couple of those up there. Ew, that's ugly up there. That's ugly. But yeah, I'm gonna give the thin belt sander a try and see if we can make that happen. So it is working, but it's not leaving it as soft as what the DA did, and I think it's because the grit of it is obviously just too rough. So I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm gonna have to buy some strips that are 240. Those probably look like almost 80. So it's leaving it pretty rough, and I don't want to carve into the metal. I just want to get rid of all of the old paint and primer. So that's gonna have to stay on hold, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and give this little abrasive wheel a try and see how this goes. Let me try doing this with one hand so you guys can see. It's pretty damn hard doing it in one hand. Hold on, let me switch hands. Let's see. This works. But it's difficult as hell trying to do it with one hand. So let me go ahead and mess with it a little bit without recording, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like after the fact. So it did work, but honestly it's kind of like a pain to deal with it. So I'm just gonna keep using the DA, and then I'll have to just come back later and literally do all of this by hand, because yeah, the belt sander I'm not happy with. That little guy, it takes off the paint. It's easier if it's like a flat surface, because in and out of these little indents, it's not fun. Not fun at all. Back to the DA. So my milk crate is kind of broken, and it's really being a pain to sit on. Pause. So I have a bucket here, but it's got cement in it. Went and grabbed my rubber mallet. I'm gonna see if I can bust the cement out so I can use that to sit, because it ain't fun. Also, I have here 2 front bumper supports. This is the one that I'm going to keep, the one that's on the left. So I think possibly next video, it may be this that I sand, prep, and paint, because I don't want it to continue to get rustier than it already is. This one I'll probably have up for sale. Hit me up if you're interested. Haha, I got it. I'm going to throw this damn cement over here to the side. Use my bucket to get back to work. Now, I'm obviously not going to bore you guys and just sit there and record me over and over and over sanding, but you guys can see what it's looking like, man. I still got to get now up this way and do it all by hand, but man, it's coming out awesome. And I know that this whole section isn't even going to be seen by anybody, but obviously I want to try to get rid of as much rust and all rust as possible, and you know, just smooth everything out and make it look as good as possible. So I will say that this 220, man, is working out great. And I also think that because this paint is so old, that's obviously another reason why it's probably coming off so easily. But 220 is our friend. 220 is our friend. See how easy that comes off. Remember at the beginning of the video I said, I'm probably not going to do the whole side, but blah, blah, blah. It looks like I'm getting to the entire side. I mean, I only got from here to here left, so why not just go ahead and do what I can. Now I look like an old man with all this white on me. You probably can't tell too much from camera, but yeah, I got a lot of white on me, bro. So, final product, not final, but for today, this is what it's looking like on the back side. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I still need to get in here with my hand and do it by hand, but for the most part, this back part is pretty sanded down and you know, closer to being able to get primered and or painted kind of thing. What I am going to do though, I'm not going to spray it today with any primer. What I'm going to do is spray that the neutralizer that I have spoken about in the past. I'm going to spray that once that dries. Maybe tomorrow, not on camera, I'll come and spray it with the primer so that, you know, we don't have any raw metal hanging out. But it looks good, man. I'm happy with it. As I'm spraying it, the damn thing decides to break. So now I got to find another sprayer and move this liquid into another sprayer. Got a different bottle. Went ahead and sprayed the living piss out of it. Let it dry. Tomorrow I'll come back and hit it with the primer. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, man. I appreciate you guys very, very, very much. You guys know the vibes, man. Chase the dream, not the competition. Peace.